Is Apple replacing Siri with Google Gemini? You may have seen headlines, tweets, or videos saying Apple is working with Google Gemini, and a lot of people are confused or even worried. So, in this video, I want to break it down in simple terms and explain what's really happening, what Apple is actually testing, and whether Siri is really being replaced or not. Let's be honest, Siri hasn't kept up. When you compare Siri to AI tools like ChatGPT or Google Gemini, Siri often feels limited, not very conversational, and bad at understanding context. Apple knows this too. And instead of pretending everything is fine, Apple is clearly looking for ways to upgrade Siri's intelligence without rushing something out. That's why Google Gemini is now part of the conversation. Is Apple replacing Siri with Google Gemini? Here's the clear answer. No, Apple is not replacing Siri. Siri is not going away. You'll still say, "Hey Siri." You'll still see Siri on your iPhone. What Apple is doing is testing smarter AI models like Google Gemini to power Siri behind the scenes. Think of it like this. Siri stays the assistant you interact with. Google Gemini may help power how Siri understands and responds, so it's not a replacement. Siri stays as the assistant you know. The AI logic behind Siri, the part that understands language, context, and complex questions, is what Apple is upgrading. Think of it as giving Siri a smarter brain, not a new identity. It's an upgrade to Siri's brain. What Google Gemini actually adds. Right now, Siri relies heavily on rules, shortcuts, and predefined responses. That's why Siri struggles with follow-up questions or complex requests. Google Gemini is built for natural conversations, understanding context, handling more detailed prompts. Apple isn't trying to turn Siri into Gemini. Apple's goal is simple. Make Siri smarter without changing how users interact with it. What about privacy? This is the biggest concern people have, and rightly so. Apple is not just handing Siri over to Google. If Apple uses Google Gemini, Apple controls when it's used. Apple controls how it's used. Apple controls what data is shared. Apple still runs things through its own systems, including on-device processing and private cloud infrastructure. Privacy is still Apple's #1 rule. If they can't control that, they won't ship it. What this means for iPhone users. If Apple moves forward with this approach, here's what it could mean for you. Siri understands you better. Siri handles longer conversations. Siri can complete more complex tasks. Siri finally feels modern. This isn't about flashy new features or redesigns. It's about fixing what's been broken with Siri for years. That said, this is still testing. Nothing is final. Apple will move slowly like they always do. Final thoughts. So no, Apple is not replacing Siri with Google Gemini, but Apple is using powerful AI like Gemini to test how Siri can finally catch up in the AI race. If this works, Siri could get its biggest upgrade ever without Apple losing control over privacy or the user experience. Let me know what you think. Would you trust a Gemini-powered Siri? Or should Apple build everything in-house? If this video helped you, hit the like button. It really supports the channel. Subscribe for more iPhone tricks, automations, and hidden features that Apple doesn't always explain properly.